Hello, everyone. Mighty Benaya here, back with the Alliance tournament. This is game one against Operation Blitzkrieg, day two, and we have some pretty significant updates to go over. So, as a reminder, our plan is to have Sweden and Russia attack through Riga into Germany. I am the Ottomans, and I am backing up to help defend Russia. Great Britain is splitting some troops and helping defend Sweden and helping to defend Spain, and Spain's goal is to hold. We've seen a lot of troop movements, and we have a little bit of an understanding of what Operation Blitzkrieg is planning on. And there have been some really good things that we have seen just 20 minutes ago at day change. So first, I'm going to go through what we're seeing them do, where we are going, and then I will go through those day change updates. Those are going to be spy reports. So the first thing, we'll start down here at Morocco. Morocco has embarked a large number of troops, so they pulled most of their troops off of the front line. And they have moved them, and they have embarked a lot of them, and they are coming up into France. So this is something that we anticipated. They're going to land in this province in Marseille, and then they are going to march. They may land here, but then they are going to march into Spain from France in a combined attack. You can see that France has moved some troops down to the border, but they've also built two forts, which tells me that they are anticipating us pushing into them. So it may be that once they saw British troops coming down, they are concerned that we are going to attack in from Spain, and we may need to if they don't attack and they start withdrawing their forces, then it may behoove us to have Spain and Great Britain push into France from Spain if they're withdrawing troops to fight us on other fronts. They did build forts. They built a lot of forts. So they built forts in all of these provinces, not that one, surrounding Belgium, so that Great Britain could not make a naval landing and attack through Belgium. Great Britain did get right of way with Belgium, but I have instructed Benjigun not to land troops because we don't want to tip our hand that we do actually have right of way. Then they have moved several scouts out, obviously, and they have sent some forces to the place that we're going to attack. Obviously, not near as many forces as we have because they've spent a lot of investment scouting to figure out where we are going to be at. Then lastly, down here, we've seen them moving some troops up. So we don't have full understanding of where they're at, but we do have a reasonable idea. They have built, and like I mentioned this before, they've built a ton of forts. So look over here. They built a fort in this province. They built a fort sorry. They built a fort in this province and this province and this province, and they built one here and here. But that leads me into what happened at day change. So let me go to espionage. So we overloaded the forts with spies. We went a little bit overboard. We may have invested too much, but I would rather invest too much in that type of attack than too little, because look at the payout. So we completely destroyed the fort that they built, and we extended construction by a day. So they won't even have a level 1 fort. Like, they'll have a level 1 fort at the beginning of tomorrow, and then we can spy it down again. We did that in Königsberg, which is where we are going to attack first. We did it in Danzig, and this one we also completely destroyed. We stopped infantry recruitment, and we extended. So we damaged it and extended construction. So what that means is, um, I think once it's built, it will be at half strength, but I'm not entirely sure. Um, I sent mine to Lemberg. Um, Lemberg, we damaged it in an extended construction time and revealed all armies. So we have complete vision over where Austrian troops are. And then we also had Spanish um, spies defend against the spies that they had. So let me go to the newspaper and show. So it says 11 spies were in Baderick's service, have been captured in Königsberg. There's no reason Baderick could have had 11 spies. So I think that there is an error when you have too many spies. It goes to 11 for some reason. Or maybe it doubles the number. I'm not sure. And then there were military sabotage, spies captured in Danzig and Königsberg. They built a bunch of fortresses. We caught one spy in Barcelona, but they didn't. They put a lot of spies on defense, and this is very telling to me. The fact that they have built all of these fortresses, and the fact that they have built, they have invested all of their spies in defense, tells me their plan is to turtle. Their plan is not to attack. So they are going to try to be reactive to us, which tells me what's likely going to happen is France is not going to attack Spain, which is actually good for us. We do want to continue to build these forts here, here, level 2, level 2, level 2. And so we have forts building at regular pace. We're going to be ready for any attack that they might have. But we have completely demolished the forts here and here. So they will be level 1 forts at most when we attack. They won't have the level 2 protections. And so we should be able to blitz our way through there. The focus for Baderick and Hertz, we want to hit Königsberg first. We want to have troops right at the border before day change. We want to have troops sitting and ready to attack. So use the delay function so that you have troops ready to go, sitting right there, ready to go, and then issue the order at day change to attack Königsberg, and then go to Danzig, and then go straight to Berlin. Once we hit Berlin, the reason that I'm doing this order and just not even worrying about Breslau is the road distance. So it takes a long time to travel in enemy territory. It takes 3 times as long to travel through enemy territory as it does Allied territory. So we want to turn this into Allied territory, and then the road all the way to the border is fast, and then we just have that little sliver of road to go before we get to Danzig. And then we have fast movement, fast movement, fast movement, and then just a little bit, and we've got Berlin. Then what I would say we probably want to do, we don't even want to attack this at that point because look at how long that road is. We want to probably split forces at that point and spread like wildfire. But I want to hit Leipzig and then Prague and then Vienna. And the reason I'm saying that order is road distance. We want to hit them fast. We want to prevent them from recovering. We want to take them out before their allies can arrive. So Berlin to Leipzig is not that far of a road. It's a little bit of a distance, same to Prague, but look how long the road to Prague is, where we have an advantage, where we're going to be traveling fast and we can hit Vienna. Now, Austria is not covering this border at all. They have 1, 2, 10 troops. 10 troops total. Their closest troops are in Vienna. So my plan at this point is to move troops. I will leave a couple troops here where the fort is, but my plan is to move troops right up to the border to threaten to draw Austrian troops in, so they can't do much more reinforcement once we push through this big stack of 40 that is going to be in Danzig by the time we get there. So they've drawn half their forces up to defend this, but we have overwhelming numbers. Again, Baderick and Hertz, even if you don't have all of your troops ready to go, we need to hit them as fast as possible. So take whatever you have to the border, rally at the border, and punch them hard. Russia does have right-of-way with Poland, but it's not going to do us a lot of good because Poland, you move at 2/3 speed instead of 1/3 speed in enemy territory or 100% in your own. And we would need to go through Warsaw and through Lodz. Maybe if we wanted to hit Breslau, but I'm not thinking that that's going to be beneficial to us. And in order to hit this territory, we still have that long road. So we have that available in our back pocket if we need it, but I don't think that we'll need it. I think that we punch through here, we punch through here, we punch to Berlin, and then we go cap sniping. Take out Austria, so push to Austria hard. I will reinforce from this front, and potentially, if I get right of way with Serbia, push from the south. And so it's 3 countries' armies versus 2. At that point, once we start breaking through, WASP is likely going to start withdrawing troops. Italy's going to start withdrawing troops. We don't know where the Italian troops are. There may be some Italian troops that we can't see in here. But Italy and France are going to start withdrawing troops to try to, because they're turtling, they're going to try to push back, right? And it's at that point that Doc and Benjigun may have the opportunity to push into France. But I want to be very clear, we don't want Doc or Benjigun to push at the same time that we are pushing in the north. Doc and Benjigun are the anvil, Spain is the anvil, and up here is the hammer. So we want all of our force, all of our power to be channeled through these territories. We've destroyed their forts, so it's just man v man. They may have a level 1 fort in it tomorrow if they have invested the time and the resources to build up that fort again, and they will. But we also have the opportunity to, just like we did today, knock that level 1 fort all the way down with the combined efforts of our spies. This is the power of spies, and this is the type of thing that you can do when you have a focused strike, a precision strike on a specific spot. So I think that we're in a really good spot to win. I don't think that they're expecting this type of play from us, and they are turtling because they think that they can get away with it, and we have to punish them for it. That's all that I have for now. Soli Deo Gloria, and I'll see you next time.